I'm Lisa Wininger, speaking on behalf of the MySTEM Network and the Virtual Air and Space Camp program offered across 19 northern Michigan counties in June and July of 2020. The MySTEM Network had multiple opportunities planned for the summer months, including tech camps, aviation camps, and innovation camp. We also had programs designed for outreach to students, including STEM fairs and career-oriented workshops. Like most other educational and governmental groups, COVID-19 put an end to all of our planned face-to-face activities. For a while, we were at a loss as to how to provide valuable summer learning experiences for students. A light bulb moment occurred when we heard that the Michigan Space Grant Consortium was offering matching grant funds for virtual learning activities related to NASA's air and space missions. All of a sudden, a path forward could be identified. Two MySTEM regions came together to plan and implement a grant application to reach out to students in their homes, but with a particular emphasis on students from underrepresented groups, many of whom are from remote rural areas who often do not attend traditional camps due to financial hardship or lack of opportunities in proximity to their communities. Region 9 encompasses 8 counties in northwest Lower Michigan, and Region 12 encompasses 11 counties in northeast Lower Michigan. The two regions share many demographic characteristics and often collaborate on initiatives designed to serve rural and low-income student groups. The Michigan Space Grant Consortium Virtual Learning Grant Program was a perfect match for our particular needs at this point in time. We were unable to provide our traditional face-to-face programming model, and without financial support, we did not have the means to design and implement a new STEM learning model. Virtual air and space camps constituted a logical next step for our regions. With the recent announcements about a horizontal launch facility in the Lower Peninsula and a vertical launch facility in the Upper Peninsula, and the interest growing around a Space Force administrative presence in southeast Michigan, Michigan is poised to become a player in the aerospace industry to complement Michigan's strong aeronautics community. Piquing students' interest in air and space learning seemed a timely opportunity to start thinking about aeronautics and aerospace careers. Finding the right partner was key to creating a high-quality program. Wings Over the Rockies Air and Space Museum in Denver has provided multiple school year and summer camp educational experiences for many years. Since they could not operate most of their traditional summer camps, we asked them if they could pivot to a virtual format and serve up to 150 students from Michigan via virtual camps using STEM kits mailed to student homes and online instruction. April Lynott, Education Director, and Carissa Kepner, Camp Director at Wings Over the Rockies, accepted the challenge and agreed to be the camp provider for our Michigan virtual air and space camps. Their efforts were amazing. The time period from accepting our offer to the first virtual camp was a mere 3 weeks. A number of different virtual summer camps were offered to students in grades 3 through 12. At the elementary and middle school level, students could enroll in a camp titled Living on Mars and also 2020 Deep Space Adventures. Students in middle school could enroll in The World of Code. Also at the middle school level, the Art of Aerospace gave participants a chance to develop their artistic skills, including perspective drawing, photography, and 3D modeling and rendering. One camp was offered exclusively for students who are primarily Spanish speakers. Engineering for space design was offered for students in high school. And for students in high school as well, first-person view drone racing was a popular selection. Finally, pilot pursuit for students in middle school was led by a certified flight instructor and introduced the fundamentals of piloting. One question was about how to select campers. Per our Michigan Space Grant Consortium criteria, Families who completed applications were asked to provide demographic information about their child or children. We gave first priority to underrepresented groups, including students of color, females, students who were low income, and students with disabilities. Over 70% of accepted students were in one or more of these groups. The camp session was 5 consecutive days, 4 hours a day, with group instruction time, individual learning time, plus a lunch break. Wings Over the Rockies accommodated Michigan students by operating on the Eastern Time Zone. Students received kits specific to their camp content and other fun Wings Over the Rockies branded items. Each camp had 2 full-time experienced camp instructors. 61 students attended from Region 12 and 74 students from Region 9. Parents sent photos and comments to their MySTEM network directors, in addition to completing an online evaluation form. One student wrote a thank you card and has comments included in this slide. Summer camp is different than school. Students need to learn while having fun to keep them engaged in the process until the end of the camp week. Nearly all students remained in class until the final class session, per Wings Over Rockies staff. Sometimes virtual learning works well for students who are less likely to speak up in a face-to-face setting, and this young student was one of those participants, and her mother wrote the following note about her participation. Parent comments were plentiful and helpful. Most parents believe that the summer camps were a success for their children and one of the most important events of their summer. 9th and 8th grade students indicated that they loved programming and they loved creating with Tinkercad, and one student who is diagnosed as autistic smiled and participated in the program very actively. In conclusion, many families expressed an interest in similar virtual camp opportunities in the future. Many students stated that they were now more interested in pursuing studies related to the camp topic that they pursued. The MySTEM Network would like to offer their sincere thanks to the Michigan Space Grant Consortium for allowing this new and highly successful learning opportunity to become a reality.